Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Adiolua, and I didn't think I was going to talk about this, but um, this is a channel where I talk about whatever comes to my mind or based on what might be going on, what has happened, what is happening, and what might happen. So that's why for now I don't know whether the name will change. It's the channel's name is Adiolua's POV, which means point of view. So my point of view today is on the Gorilla Glue lady. I really do not understand why it went viral, but it did go viral. And I'm not exactly talking about it because it went viral. No, I'm talking about it because I have been like, for those who don't know, you might want to go and watch because I don't want to rehash what other people have already done when it comes to talking about this issue and analyzing it. But apparently, briefly, the lady used a glue that was meant for gluing hard stuff permanently and used it to lay her hair. Thank you very much. I mean, I don't feel so bad about my hair, even if I did at some point. Thank you very much. I don't want to go through that issue. At least she did not say she mistakenly used glue and thought it was hairspray, right? So yeah, it glued, and she needed to go through a medical procedure for her hair to come unglued. It was that serious because nothing she tried unglued the hair. Like it just stayed glued like that. Um, so what I really want to talk about is that she's suing the company that made the glue. And what is the reason for suing the company? She's suing the company because she asked, or someone suggested or something, that she should be their brand ambassador. Do you understand? I mean, let's face it, we've seen a lot of interesting adverts. But before I go there, let me just talk about what happened was that she felt that she should be their brand ambassador and she should be paid for being a brand ambassador. And all the statements that the glue company released was that they wished her well. They didn't say anything about endorsement or making her a brand ambassador. And apparently, because they did not sign her up as their brand ambassador, she's suing them for that. And I thought at first, like quite a number of people, they thought it was ridiculous to actually sue the company because they didn't tell you, like nowhere on the glue did it say you can add the glue to your hair or to your skin, you know. But you did, so it was at owner's risk, so to speak. And now you now want them to endorse you. A lot of people have said things about that, and I've been, thinking about it for a while. And just right now, it occurred to me that she might actually have a case. What do I mean? We've seen adverts before, right? Not all adverts make sense, but the more dramatic the advert, the more it stays. If you get what I mean, like if it's so dramatic, so drastic, like a YouTuber called Akabants, like AKAHBANTS, Akabants, like a Nigerian YouTuber who talked about this. And you know what? Maybe he should put glue on his head too so that he can get a lot of followings, because apparently she had a lot of people following her on Instagram now because of that. So I want you to tie in what I'm saying in with what she's requesting for. She has a lot of followers now, and online she raised money for her medical procedure to unglue her hair because she just couldn't do it on her own. Now, when we look at it, she did unwittingly, unknowingly, or foolishly, forgive me, she did a free advert for Gorilla Glue because I didn't know what the hey Gorilla Glue was. I didn't know who they were until this incident. And a lot of people are like that. They're just finding out about that glue today. Now, it's not enough that people just say, oh, well, shouldn't I put it on her hair? It will put ideas in people's heads like, wait a minute, if this thing can glue hair, it can glue this thing I've been trying to glue for a while. It can glue that thing I've been trying to glue for a while. And people will go out and buy, not to glue their hair, of course, but to glue things together. And she has given them free advert because she has a lot of followers. I don't know how many, but they're in their thousands, as I heard, following her on Instagram based on her experience with gluing her hair with permanent glue. So that in itself is saying it works. It actually works. And there is, unless you go through a medical procedure, that is only when the thing can come unglued. So that means it does the work that they say it's going to do. So she has, in a way, promoted their product. Whether they want to admit to it or not, she has promoted their products for them. And from her pain, okay, fine, we all agree that was not what she should have done. That is being said and done. But I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about she suing them. And I think she has a case. Will she win the case? That's another issue. I'm not American. I'm not familiar with their constitution. I'm not familiar with their rule of law and things like that, But based on the kind of cases that are being won in the United States, I think she might actually win this one. I think she might win this one. She might win, she might not win. But I think I understand where she's coming from. Because unless the company can prove, or should I say, if her lawyers, the gorilla lady, because that's what a lot of people are calling her, the gorilla lady, right? That in itself is an act. The gorilla lady. Who is the gorilla lady? Oh, she glued her hair. Really? Wow. And people have a laugh about that, or they just shake their head like the things people come up with these days, But that product is now in their consciousness. So if they need to glue wood together, they want to do projects that need glue, not on the skin or the hair, but to glue projects together. Do you think they will not think of Gorilla Glue? Do you understand what I'm saying? They would. And they probably will go and buy it laughingly, but they will still go and buy it anyway. So if her lawyers can prove that there has been a hike in sales of Gorilla Glues or Gorilla products, then she can have a case. Like a hike in price, not just hike in price, they can connect it to the time when this story became viral, the time when she posted the first video of what happened, and up to this point, or to whatever point that might be, when it's still popular. If sales has increased for the Gorilla company between the time the glue lady did her video and when the case gets to court, then I'm sorry, it looks like she has a case. It looks like she has a case because if there is hike in sales, which I think there might be, then they have gained from their pain. Why don't they want to share that with her? Like, what better advert can that be they don't have to pay. Okay, now they have to pay. But she did it so well and she got a lot of reviews. How many people knew about Gorilla Glue up until now? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do they have a lot of traffic on their website, a lot of traffic checking out their products. If the lawyers do their job well, I'm telling you, she's going to have a case. They might not use her as brand ambassador. They might not use her for brand ambassador, but she's going to get something. She should be able to get something. The story might not have started well, but I think she's smart enough to see that, wait a minute, I could gain from this. So that's just my point of view on that one, But the lesson I learned from that is follow instructions strictly. It's just it. Follow instructions strictly. Like, look at the labels before you even buy something. Look at the warnings, the caution, warning. Read the details. Don't just see something, look at the highlights and just pick it and throw it into your basket. I don't do that. You understand? And I would not advise you to do that. You should look at what you're buying. Read everything on it. Do you understand? There are some things you might see that is good, but when you read some things about it, you'll be like, I don't want this lying around in my house. Especially if you have, shall we say, children at home. There are just some things you do not buy and put in your house when you have children at home. Yes, you have a place where you lock things in, but children watch you at a young age. They want to know what you are hiding. They want to use these things. How many times have we busted our parents' lock? Maybe not all of us. I mean, I didn't bust any lock, but I did remember looking at where they put the keys and going to pick the keys and, try to open it myself. I remember most of my mother's novels. I read them before I was permitted to read them. Because I will go when she's not around, I will sneak and go and check her books where she piled them in the wardrobe. And then I'll start, looking at the interesting stories. I'll sit down there and be reading those novels. I was not permitted to read them. My mother didn't give me permission to read them. By the time my mother gave me permission to read them, I had read them, some of them twice already. You understand what I'm saying? So don't trust the fact that you can keep some things in the wardrobe or something along those lines. Anything that is going to be extremely dangerous, like something that glues things together, be careful with those kind of stuff. That's all I can say. And one more thing, please. This craze for laying your edges or laying down your hair or whatever, what is it about? Ladies? Just use pin or hair bow and you're fine. Accessorize instead of applying things on your hair. Use accessories. That is a girl's best friend. Accessories. Get hair accessories that work well with your hair texture, that are strong enough to handle your 4C hair that isn't silky and straight and all of that. Get yourself, don't go and use hair accessories that Caucasian haired people or straight haired people are using. You need something heavy, something thick, something strong to hold down your hair. No glue, please. Certainly not. Get hair accessories. It makes it prettier and you can change it anytime. Not that you add something to your hair that keeps it there for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Really? Is that even good for your head? You realize there are pores in your scalp, right? And pores are there to breathe. So if you don't allow them breathe, what do you think that will do to your head, to your brain? I don't understand. Let's be very moderate with our beauty craze, is all I can say. All right, so on that note, I'll close this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell for updates, and if there's anything you want me to talk about or any question you have or any comments whatsoever, just go to the comment section and let me know what you think. All right, remember to stay healthy, stay safe, mask up anytime you're going out, or at least wear a face shield. Take your hand sanitizer with you, and if you can, take a sanitizing spray with you as well. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and of a sound mind. Jesus loves you. Accept him today. Make him your Lord and your Savior. And add the Bible to your book list. It's good. Very good. I highly recommend it. Shalom.